Hey y'all. Y'all missed me. I missed y'all. I'm back. So lately I've just been really disgusted with what I've been seeing on TikTok. And if they ban it, which I do think they're going to do, I think we have like, I don't know, maybe another month of TikTok left. And it really has not been the most helpful. As many pros as it has equally as many cons. And the biggest con that I've seen has been the fat acceptance movement. Today I'm here with 5 things that fat acceptance influencers will never normalize in my life. Number one, the fat acceptance movement has really just tried to normalize gluttony with these disgusting mukbangs. Like, y'all, look at this. There's no reason to eat like that. It's just as nasty. And why are you slurping a burrito like a goddamn Go-Gurt? On no planet should that ever be normal. No, on no planet should that ever be okay. On no planet should that not be shamed. That's disgusting. Even the people who aren't eating all disgusting and gross and overdoing it, like the mukbangers, are still the "what I eat as a day in the life of a fat person" videos are equally as detrimental. Like this
is what I eat in a day as a fat girl. Today for breakfast, I have egg white bites, bacon, and a chocolate croissant. Chicken wontons. I made a slabby dough with the potatoes. And I got my Coke Zero. Today for dinner, I made braised short ribs, mashed potatoes, and garlic parm green beans. Oh my god. That is so fucking good. This is my first time ever making these. I've never even had short ribs before. Literally mouth-watering. I have a vitamin water. Gotta stay hydrated.
You already started off wrong with breakfast. Why do you have 5 pieces of bacon? Girl. And 4 meals a day? Like, I get it. Yeah. Normally, that wouldn't be that bad. But everything you had today was fried. That defeats the purpose of nutrition at that point. Another thing that y'all not going to be able to normalize, at least not in my life, is that I will agree that you can be sexy and fat. This That's not sexy. But on no planet was that cute. Some stuff just needs to be left for the imagination. And again, now that I think about it, the mukbangs, like, nobody will ever be able to convince me that the people who are supporting that and commenting and sharing and all the other stuff, liking all the other bullshit, are feeders. And of course, obviously, the people on camera are the eaters.
10 pizza slices and 30 wing challenge.
I just didn't consent to that. I did not consent to y'all's little kinky exchange. You used to have to go somewhere and do that in a dark room. And now y'all just on the internet with it for free. That's crazy and disgusting. Obviously, the next one is going to be obesity.
Want to know a bit more about why you shouldn't use the word obese and obesity? It's because when I go to the doctor, they see me as that and they don't listen to my concerns. It's me being dehumanized. It's me not being seen as a human.
I'm not saying we should be chasing obese people through the streets. Put me on the right BMI chart, I'm obese. But I'm also not running around telling people that they should be eating just straight butter. Nor have I ever encouraged someone to sit up and eat Chipotle like this.
I have so many comments telling me, do the challenge again, do the challenge. So guess what? I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna go see how many bites it took me. Oh, she heavy. Yo, she real heavy. I'm scared. Bruh. Oh, this. What? That's a first. But she big. She real heavy. We don't need this. Let's eat. If you know, you know. Let's eat. All right. Oh Lord, this is. What's going on in here? I've never felt it this heavy, and I'm kind of scared. All right, let's go. Bite number one. What the? It's getting soup.
But at the root of that acceptance, something that I realized earlier today when I was talking to my boyfriend, it's all about not taking accountability. As soon as you say, well, I prefer to not be fat, you're fat phobic.
You people can call me a fat phobe all you want. I watched my grandfather have a stroke and almost fall and break his neck, and my uncle caught him. Had 15 plus strokes, had to relearn how to read, walk, talk. He couldn't even read anymore. He could barely walk, he could barely talk, could barely feed himself, couldn't even cut his own food if he wanted to. And he died in his 60s and lived 10 miserable years in a wheelchair. And there's nothing wrong with being in a wheelchair, before I add. My grandmother one time stepped on glass, the neuropathy so bad in her feet, she didn't feel the glass for months and had to spend 2 months in Medicaid-run wound care. That same grandmother is now going blind and can barely see, and they're doing everything they can to save her eyesight, but the type 2 diabetes is killing her eyes. So you can call me a fat phobe all you want, but until you watch your grandparents literally die in front of you from something that was controllable, and if you've ever been to a state-run Medicaid facility for anything, I've been to a stroke rehab center, I've been to multiple wound care centers, I've been there. It is literally the most beyond scared straight thing I've ever seen in my life. Until you watch people have died in front of you from obesity, then you won't get it. But go ahead, call me a fat phobe all you want.
As soon as you say, hey, You probably shouldn't slurp down a fucking burrito like a goddamn Go-Gurt. Hey, you being me, you violated community guidelines. But what community are we protecting for real? Like, they're not a marginalized group. They're not being attacked. They're not being persecuted for being fat. They're doing it to themselves. And realistically, it's never going to change because the fat acceptance movement is pretty much led by women, because at least men understand that, hey, I'm fat, I should probably go to the gym or something and stop being fat. But women, we don't want to hear that. So as long as women are spearheading this, it's always going to be about accept me as I am and don't hold me accountable for anything. Accountability is bad. Bad accountability. Bad broccoli. At the end of the day, what can we do to really make this change and to start holding us and the fat people in our lives accountable? For one, we have to just ignore the fat talk content creators. Like, that's just what it is. We have to fully ignore them. Stop feeding into their BS. Stop falling for the rage bait. Stop even looking their way. If we stop feeding them, literally and figuratively, the attention that they're looking for, they'll go away. Two, we can hold ourselves accountable. If each one of us hold our own selves accountable, then that's at least one. You can, like the first lady I showed you, maybe not have every single one of your meals today be fried. It's an option. It's a choice. Maybe incorporate vegetables into our lives. Focus on having a balanced meal rather than what you want right then in that moment. Because what you want right then in that moment might not be the best for you. So with that being said, let's hold ourselves accountable for what we eat and how much exercise we get. I'm not saying that you got to go work out 5 days a week. I am saying that at least get up and move around. You know, get up and go dance. Do something. Get off your butt and get off TikTok and stop scrolling and eating at the same time. It's not good for you. But that's all I have on this. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to give me a nice little like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.